Salutations. I'm hoping you all good health, because I'll tell you right now is the time of choosing. The trolls are coming out of the woodwork. Man, I'm getting attacked a lot. Several people I know, like my friend Flubber and other people, getting attacked. This is the time of choosing where people are picking sides. So I hope you're in good health. And today we're going to talk about Orb Origins and Orb Perceptions. All right, from my perspective, which goes through my personal experiences, what I've researched, and also what I've heard from other experiencers and be told from other experiencers. So we'll combine these into what I know to be 4 basic areas that are the origins of these orbs. All right, the first would be beings like ourselves, entities that can take their dream body, their astral body, their dream body, and condense them, transform them into a spherical form for interdimensional and extragalactic travel. So that's one way we're getting these orbs. Okay, the one possible way also. Another one would be something that would be like in Mount Adams. There's a device in there that it's called an Orb station that actually was producing orbs too, and orb technology as well. So that's something. In fact, that takes us to another level, which is a video I did with last time I was at ESETI. I don't know if that's going to be the last time or not, but the last time I was there last year to speak, I did a video just before I left with John Vavinko and another individual with zero integrity. But it's a good video. And it's called Discussing Mount Adams, Crop Circles, and Chupacabra. Check that video out. It's probably the longest one on my channel, and it's really good as far as what John had seen. John had seen a device inside of Mount Adams. I had also seen a device a year before he'd done that project concerning what was inside of Mount Adams. It's this device. And in the Keys of Enoch, it's called an Orb station. So check that out in the Keys of Enoch. In that video, I actually hold up the book and I give several pages that you can find that on. They even give a description of this device that actually produces these orbs as well. Okay, so that's another way. And combined with that, something that John had mentioned about as far as when you're out at ESETI, you can see a light in the mountain, or when you have these other portals that come and open, but especially like the one in ESETI, he was mentioning how what they had saw that you have actually thousands of entities, hundreds or thousands of entities from the other side trying to squeeze through the portal all at once. So he kind of had equated it to like, I think him and I trying to put our head into a mustard bottle or ketchup bottle. Slim chance at best. But when you have that many entities trying to squeeze through, those that do come through the singularity, when they emerge on this side, they emerge in a collective consciousness, spherical form. So that would be an orb. So that would be another way we're about seeing these orbs actually happening as entities trying to push through a portal like that. That's another possible way, and I think that's worthy, especially when looking at Mount Adams. You're seeing that portal there at night, the light that lights up at night. Anybody that's been out there at ESETI knows what I'm talking about. So I think that's just another good, awful frame of reference when dealing with orb technology, because that device inside that mountain, what it does, I believe, is scan people's life experiences, and then it produces something to take your consciousness forward. And it does that in the form of orbs, and these orbs that it produces, and you can see orbs, everyone sees orbs out there. There's dozens of pictures on the internet. Check out ESETI Ranch and orbs. You'll see tons of that there. And now, knowing what the quantum physicists are saying with new calculations, they're saying that the quantum hologram, or the quantum hologram, can be attached to the cells of our body, the individual molecule. So I just go ahead and take that over to the next form there, is that actually some of these orbs are also beings using quantum holograms, the quantum hologram of consciousness, which to my knowledge, I've talked about this before, is actually you have a wormhole or a black hole, and you have something that goes through the black hole. It creates a perfect copy on the aperture itself, on the surface, and it holds what holds the information for that copy is called the MACO, the magnetic eternally collapsing object. Something that theory that I think Dr. Rudy Shields has been talking about. At least that's my understanding of it anyway. I think it's quite brilliant. But anyway, so on that copy is the quantum hologram. So you have a UFO, it starts moving funny, suddenly you have 2, then you have 1, then they're both gone. That's because you're seeing that copy as it makes the frequency jump through that wormhole. Okay? So anyway, that's one thing. So now the quantum hologram can be attached to our individual molecules, and that means the black hole within our molecules, if you want, and that can be used also for interdimensional travel. Okay, so you have beings that are using the quantum hologram to actually condense their bodies, their light bodies again, and using that as the orb, what you're seeing. And that can be kind of, I think, verified a little bit by people like my friend Bill Spicer and other people I know that have taken pictures of orbs that have actually beings inside. In fact, my friend Bill was the first person I did an interview with that I ever had come forward. And he had a picture that he always called that picture, oh, it's got a Stewie head in there, a Stewie head. Like, man, what the hell is Stewie head? He said, oh, that's the cartoon guy. When he showed me, I said, okay, when I look at it, but to me it looks similar to a gray. A lot of times you'll see gray-looking entities in these in these orbs. So that's because they're using the quantum hologram and interacting with us through the divine field, some of them, or through that way to actually observe us. So it's very fascinating in that way. Another part, the fourth way that these orbs can be would be plasma. So you've got things like earth lights and different beings and entities themselves. When I say this, please go back and check out some of the things I said about the first adult onset craft I was in, with the organic craft, and think about the eggs and some of the lights that were in those eggs that I told you were actually entities. I think command officers of a type, non-physical, non-corporeal crew members. So that's one to think of right there. Okay, so some of those look to me like different light configurations, but some look like they could be almost plasma light. So you also have entities that are made of plasmas. So I'll throw on there, excuse me, plasma ranges, the plasma ranges chart. What they are in our atmosphere, gaseous, metals. It's kind of a good way to identify some of the UFOs you see too, to see if they're actually metal or if they're gaseous or what they might be plasmic. Good way, just a good chart for that, so I'll throw it on there also. Anyway, so, I go over my notes. Sorry, I get a little excited on some of these because I try to condense this information to you quickly so it doesn't take much time to render these videos. It's not always that easy, yo. That is it, actually. That's everything. The Orb Station is a major one, but those are the 4 ways. If I didn't say it specifically, I got so excited. So I'll tab out with this. All right. One way is entities condensing themselves. Number one way, ways that, at least the first way, entities condensing their light bodies, Merkabahs, into a spherical form. Number 2 would be possibly technologies, or let's just say number 2 is the quantum hologram itself. Entities using the quantum hologram and actually viewing us in that fashion, all right? Number 3 would be the technology, the Orb Station I talked about. Orb Station, I think that Mount Adams is not the only place one of those is functioning. These power spots that have one of these devices from old Earth that scans soul memories and then produces something that's going to take your consciousness forward, and it does that through orb technology, produces these orbs. Okay, 3rd way. 4th way would be states of matter, such as plasma, and plasma entities and plasma earth lights and things of that nature. So those are the 4 ways I think we could focus on concerning what these orbs actually, their origin. I'll put up with some of the things that are quote-unquote orb meanings. I don't really buy that so much. I don't mean to discredit anyone, but I think maybe we should think of these orbs more in terms of our light spectrum, Roy G. Biv, in our science. I'm not so sure that everyone knows truly what each one of these orbs can be just based on their color in that way and what they represent. So anyway, thank you very much. Please help me beat this shadow ban. I'm getting told even more by several people I know personally too, I talk to frequently, saying, I'm not getting notifications of your new videos. I'm not getting any of them. So please press the button again, the bell button. Also come check in every now and again to see. I try to put new stuff out to at least to keep it interesting around here. So please stay safe. Please subscribe, put a like on it, and check me out on Patreon. Peace.